Start. It gives me immense pleasure to connect with you all today at the valedictory session of the 16th Pravasi Bharatiya Divas Convention. I also take this opportunity to wish you all a very happy new year. It would have been a delight to address you in person, but for the extraordinary situation forced upon us by the COVID 19 pandemic, I convey my heartiest congratulations to all the Pravasi Bharatiya Samman Adivas awardees. I appreciate their efforts to promote better understanding of India abroad, contribute to social and humanitarian causes, and build closer links between India and their adopted countries. Their contribution in enhancing India's prestige deserves high praise. I appreciate the efforts of the Ministry of External Affairs, which is organizing this convention despite constraints caused by the pandemic. I am glad to note that in the run up to today's convention, the ministry has held 5 online conferences over the last 1 month, including those related to the role of diaspora in promotion of Indian culture and bringing together India's young achievers and diaspora young achievers. I am confident that the ideas that have emerged in the deliberations during these conferences and today's convention will guide us in engaging the diaspora in new and constructive ways. On this very day, in the year 1915, Mahatma Gandhi, the greatest Pravasi Bharatiya, returned to India. He gave a much wider base to our social reforms and freedom movement, and during the next 3 decades, he changed India in many fundamental ways. Before that, during his 2 decades of stay abroad, Bapu had identified the basic principles underlying the approach India should adopt for its growth and development. The Pravasi Bharatiya Divas is also an occasion to recall Gandhiji's ideals for individual and collective life. Gandhiji's emphasis on Indianness, non-violence, ethics, simplicity, and sustainable development remain our guiding principles. It It is appropriate that the Pravasi Bharatiya Kendra has been renamed as Susma Swaraj Bhavan as a mark of tribute to Susmaji's invaluable contribution to the cause of Indian diaspora. Her compassion and affection touched many Indians abroad. India has one of the largest diaspora populations of nearly 30 million residing in every corner of the world. It has been aptly put that the sun never sets on the Indian diaspora. Known as the model minority diaspora, Indians have an impressive presence in the fields of science and technology, especially ICT and medicine, entrepreneurship, trade and commerce, academics, art, literature, and sports. Some of you have reached leadership positions in administration and politics. You have spread the soft power of India and made our mark on the global stage. Your continued emotional attachment to India, its culture and traditions makes all of us very proud of you. You have been contributing to the growth and development of the countries of your residence, and at the same time you have been carrying your Indianness in your hearts. This emotional bonding has also translated into tangible gains for India. You have expressed India's global embrace. I have myself shared the sense of pride you feel whenever I interacted with you during my visits abroad. I have been told that the Ministry of External Affairs has recently launched the Global Pravasi Rishta portal and a mobile app to connect with the Indian diaspora across the world. This is a welcome initiative. I am glad that the President of the Republic of Suriname was the chief guest in this convention. His ancestral and cultural roots are in India. Ladies and gentlemen, year 2020 has been the year of a global crisis caused by the COVID-19 pandemic. India has been at the forefront in forging a global response to combat the enormous challenges posed by the pandemic. We supplied medicines to nearly 150 countries, making the world look at India as the pharmacy of the world. The recent success of our scientists and technicians in developing two COVID vaccines is a major achievement for the Atmanirbhar Bharat Abhiyan, which is driven by the spirit of global well-being. The COVID-19 pandemic has led to severe travel disruptions. I appreciate the role played by the Ministry of External Affairs and our missions abroad for reaching out to the diaspora by facilitating their travel in these difficult times. In response to the COVID-19 pandemic, members of Indian diaspora in several countries came together in ensuring critical medical supplies, helping stranded students, caring for the elderly, raising funds and providing meals to the vulnerable. By their service, they demonstrated the finest aspects of the Indian ethos. The seeds of an Atmanirbhar Bharat were sown many years ago by Mahatma Gandhi's call for Swadeshi and self-reliance. Our vision of Atmanirbhar Bharat has five key pillars of economy, infrastructure, demography, democracy, and supply chains. Successful integration of all these factors will achieve rapid growth and development.